guys, it's Bunny here. Welcome to my sacred space of love and healing. So I changed the camera angle just a bit so I can try to get away for you to see the cards because I want to do the reading a little bit different today. So this reading is going to be a little bit different than my other readings. I just have a feeling. Okay. I did speak to my spirit guides and connected deep in and asked that I be a super duper clear channel today for whoever needs to find this reading, to help in any way that I can to serve the best way that I can with this message and with this reading today. So I have all my decks already laid out because I already know the messages are going to come really clear and fast, per my conversation with my guides, right? You know, I'm always speaking to them with my mind every day. Why is this thing so dusty and hairy today? I don't know. It's weird. I just cleaned it, and it's like no matter how much I try to clean it, it's just, well, I have 2 cats, so I guess that explains it. But so if you found this reading, chances are there is a really strong message that will come through for you. Okay, this is going to be a love reading. Now it's a general love reading, so it may not resonate on 110% with you, but there is definitely a message for you if you found it. I went into a meditative state with my guides and said, allow this message to be for a select chosen few that need to hear something from this message. So, if you found this message, then know that this message is for you, okay? That was the stipulation I put on this reading, was let it reach those that need to hear it the most, okay? Allow it to give them some sort of comfort in the messages that I'm going to bring today, okay? So, that being said, we're going to dive right in and know that these messages will be for your highest good. And I hope you receive some sort of comfort, love, or advice during this reading about the questions in your heart in regards to your love life. All right, we're going to dive right in. Going to start with the Gypsy deck, I think it's called. I don't know, this is the Witch's Oracle or the Witch's Tarot or something like that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some cards and lay them all out, because I'm going to feel out the energy, since it feels so profound right now, like the energy that's swirling around. This reading honestly has been stirring in my heart for the past 2 days, and I just haven't had a chance to do it. And I kept hearing the call that a message needed to come out, a very important one in regards to love. And so I was so busy, and I kept saying, okay, and putting it off, and Spirit was just sort of really nagging at me. And so I really wanted to take time and invest my whole entire spirit and just be present with you guys while I do this. So if I don't tell you what the cards are right away, I'm going to get out what I know I need to see right now. I just want to take my time with this one. So I guess if you don't have the patience for this reading, then it must not be for you. But for those of you that are waiting and know that there's a profoundly beautiful message for you, then I know it's going to reach those who need it, okay? Wow. We already have some really beautiful signs and synchronicities coming through. We have 3, 9, and 9. All powerful messages. Your person whoever it is that you've been wondering about, they are extremely loyal to you. I just want to go ahead and throw that out there. We have the dog, which to me speaks of intense loyalty. So if you had any questions about whether or not they are staying loyal to you if you are in a separation, know that they are. Okay, we also have like a, I don't know what it is. It looks like almost like a Celtic cross, but I don't think it is. It's some kind of a cross emblem. And to me, it feels like a very protective symbol. We also have a home. So I feel like you and this person have both not only just been thinking and imagining of what it would be like to live with each other and to be in each other's space on a daily basis, but also there's this really beautiful, strong feeling of home. It's almost like this unbelievable sense of comfort that comes from your person, and also from you. And the home came out right next to the dog, which I think is a really beautiful confirmation of how deeply this person is feeling into these feelings with you, right? There was something recently that was taken from you and from your person, and it left a heavy feeling of loss within both of you, okay? There's a lot of people that are jealous of your connection, right? But this connection is a gift. We have the pink flowers, which could indicate a twin soul connection. One second. Okay, sorry about that. So as I was saying, if you hear any squeaking, that's just my chair. It's a pretty loud chair. There is a lot of people that are jealous of this connection, or your person might feel like you have options and they are dealing with some feelings of insecurity. So, it's possible that, they're mirroring you insecurities that you might have about options. Like if you see, it looks like there's a connection here and there's someone here that's sort of like feeling left out and a little bit jealous, right? I'm going to get some more cards out. And because I want to put it all together almost like a puzzle, right? So I have a first set of cards here that I want to dive into, and then another set here. So we're going to kind of split it up. And I'll end with the cards, the connection. I was going to say the connection. I'll end this connection. I'll end with the cards on the right. So I sprayed some lavender in here, so it's a really calming environment. Give me 1 second so I can clear this space with sound healing. 1 second. Okay, I just want to make sure that we start out with a really clear space too. So this person feels like every time that you were with them, there was the time that you spent with them was a gift, right? And they're beginning to realize that they may have taken that gift for granted. That's what it feels like. Whoa. Some more out. So the cards that I just drew, we have narcissistic, guilty pleasures, or no, narcissistic, introvert, guilty pleasures, and LGBTQT. So if any of these character traits resonate with you, this could be a sign that this is your person. Now, as far as the narcissistic energy goes, I feel like this person you may have thought that there was some red flags. Like, it's possible you were questioning whether this person was a narcissist because there was so many. There's this feeling of like this person being really, really cold and detached. So you may have even questioned yourself and thought like, wow, am I imagining that this person has feelings for me? Is this person a narcissist? Like, am I going crazy, right? But the thing is, no, you didn't imagine anything, right? This narcissistic energy was coming out because this person was so very good at detaching, right? Because I think the energy that's coming across is of someone who's been deeply wounded. And don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to give excuses at all for this person's actions. But what I'm seeing is these deep wounds that this person has makes them detach from any type of deep feelings. And it's almost like they can turn off and on their feelings. So there may have been moments where like it felt really, really comfortable. And then all of a sudden it's like I get this sense of like when things got really comfortable and they started to feel deeply into things that they would immediately detach, right? We have guilty pleasures, which this could be a lot of things. It could literally be that your person has issues with food, like overeating or not eating enough. With guilty pleasures coming out right next to the narcissist, it feels almost like this person, though they felt that they weren't ready to be fully in this with you, they still wanted to keep you close almost, even though they knew that they felt they weren't ready to be in this commitment with you, if that makes sense. So we have LGBTQT, which could be taken literal. Like your person this could be a same-sex connection, or your person might be bisexual, because it's LGBTQT stands for lesbian, gay, bi, queer, trans, right? So your person could literally be transgender, right? Or they might be fluid with their gender, meaning that they don't identify with a certain gender, right? A lot of people are genderless, but they don't identify with any gender at all. So that could be taken literal in the literal sense. So if you know this about your person or your connection or, your sexuality, then that'll also be your confirmation. Now, for those that storyline does not resonate, this could also be the rainbow keeps standing out in this card. So there could be something about the rainbow. Your person might put rainbows around. There's this energy of like pure love coming out in regards to the rainbow. So they could be like a rainbow warrior, which a rainbow warrior is someone who has been through a tremendous amount of pain, and they take on the pain purposely. They sign this contract before they come into this earth plane, that they will experience all of these horrible, painful, traumatic things so that they can experience them in order to help heal them for the collective, right? Because the only way to actually know what that pain is like and how to heal it is by to deeply experience it yourself. So there's this energy of a rainbow healer coming across, a rainbow warrior, as some people like to call them, right? So there's the energy of guilty pleasures in relation to home. So you guys may have spent some time together either in your home or in their home, doing things which they would consider like a guilty pleasure, making love, or things of that nature. We have introvert, which means your person could be an introvert or you are an introvert. But I feel like this energy of introvert it's so funny because as I'm looking at the introvert card right here, the card that I laid down right underneath it is open up, right? So I feel like even though your person might be an introvert at heart, or you are, there's this energy of there was something happening and they were starting to open up, right? You guys were starting to open each other up. And then there was something that happened which created a disconnect, right? Wow, we have number 1, strengthening bonds. Okay, I'm just going to focus on getting the rest of these cards out as I feel guided to, and then we're going to dive more into this energy, okay? Okay, one more card, please, Spirit. So you'll notice sometimes as I'm pulling cards, I will take a really deep breath, and this is to connect deeper into my inner knowing and into myself. It helps me to enter like a deep, relaxed, trance-like state, which is very conducive to, me giving these messages to you, right? All right, I'm going to go ahead and get some more cards out for... We have this really beautiful energy. We have strengthening bonds, take the lead, and trust. So, though I don't know if you guys are together right now, or if not, it feels like this is a separation, right? Either or, this person is definitely staying loyal to you. There is a feeling of wanting to strengthen the bond between you. So if you are, together, there is going to be a point where like the bonds between both of you are going to get very deep. There's going to be some growth. I'm seeing, look, this feeling of whole like connection coming through from this card. This one, the trees keep standing out as like a type of growth. I feel like the journey that you're taking, both of you, the journeys are leading back to this person, right? But what needs to happen is your person needs to take the lead, right? They have to. They cannot this reading definitely feels like it's for a feminine energy. And I'm not in any way, shape, or form talking about gender. This is about the energy is coming out as a divine feminine, right? So the feminine is in her feminine energy and waiting for this masculine to take the lead. The number codes are 4, 1, and 3. So there is a lot of 3s here, right? We've had 2 3s, we've had 2 4s because we have number 45. Number 1 is the energy of like new beginnings. Wow, we have Saturn, which is the planet of, working hard and creating foundations for ourselves. This person may have taken a step back because they're trying. I can't talk. They're trying to create some kind of foundation for themselves. Yes, see, we have the 6th house, the work, health, and duty area of your life. Okay? And then Saturn, which is about heart work. Heart. I just said heart work. I meant to say hard work, but wow, there are no accidents. They may be doing some heart chakra work because you have created this sacred space for them, which they've never had with anyone else. And it's cracking them open slowly but surely. The part of you that accepts challenges to gain wisdom, right? So there's a sense of they know that this connection is not made up, right? They're feeling deeply into this connection. Pluto. Wow. And right now, Pluto has entered into the sign of Aquarius. This is incredible. I knew this message was going to be profound. Your ability to transform and take a big leap forward and rebirth. Look at that. So a lot of transformative energy for your person. The feminine energy right now is learning to sit back and allowing this person to take the lead. She's fallen into a deep level of trust for herself and her journey. Look, 0 points. A new fresh start with number 1, right? The feminine is realizing that in this connection, the bonds cannot be broken, and she's feeling deeply into trusting herself and knowing that, these feelings that she feels are not made up in her head, right? So let me go ahead and dive into these. I want to see. We have number 3, the house notes success. The dog, it says it represents true friends. So yes, you guys may be friends, or you may have started out as friends. Either way, this person is so loyal to you. Everything that you're thinking about, they're thinking about it too. The daydreaming about you being in their space and in their home. And for some of you, you possibly have already spent time with each other in the home. This one says the order denotes honor and recognition of labor. So there's been a lot of hard work, whether like on the inside or the outside, right? I feel like the inner work that you and this person have both been doing, like the deep spiritual inner work, is radiating outward. So it's changing the connection. I'm getting some messages from my Lemurian Love Oracle. Okay. And oh, wow. So we have, I'm going to put these on top of the other ones. We have, I feel like giving up on you. And it came out with, I believe in you completely. These came out back to back. So there is a deep sense of hurt that your feminine is feeling. And it's very possible that she is thinking of giving up on this connection. But there's also a part of her that believes in you and in this connection completely. So she's leaning very deeply into trusting herself and trusting that, and trusting her heart, and trusting that she's making the right decision to sort of focus on herself, even though like deep in her heart, look, we have I'm yours and I'm sorry, I know I hurt you. So while the masculine counterparts, the masculine energy in this connection is saying, I'm sorry, I know I hurt you, I'm yours. At this point, they don't want anyone else. Your masculine does not want anyone else, okay? So, and like I said, it has nothing to do with gender. Put it in where you fit in, the energy, okay? Your masculine counterpart has realized that they have hurt you deeply in some form or fashion. And yet they know that in their heart, they completely feel like they belong to you. And this is why your light leaves me in awe, right? They see the unconditional love that radiates from you. They see the magic that comes from you. And truly, you are a reflection of them and the inner feelings that they are feeling. Right? They may have not opened up to you fully because they knew that to do that was to open a whole new can of worms. They knew that it was going to create this bond, which they already felt deeply. So to open up would be to seal this bond, which they already felt deeply, a strong bond with you, right? And it may have scared them because they're not used to feeling jealous or they're not used to feeling this sense of loss, like when this connection was taken away from them. All of these are new things that they are experiencing them. They may have been someone who has never truly deeply felt any type of real love connection with anyone, right? And with Saturn and Pluto here in the 6th house, right? There is a deep transformation going on deep within both of you, which is transforming your outer perception and your outer reality, right? I feel like both of you are very deeply feeling into like your life purpose and trying to find what really sets your soul on fire and brings you fulfillment. Because though there's this sense of like, I really want to manifest and make money in the 3D, right? There's this feeling of like, I don't want to just throw myself into something that's not going to fulfill me. Yes, I want to be abundant, but yes, I also want to be able to fulfill this passion that I have in my soul to do something which transforms me, right? Inside and outside. This person had a lot of walls. Look, there's walls here. It's like the Great Wall of China. And look, this man has the brick. It's like he's slowly tearing the walls down by himself. Whatever this connection is, it's transformed both of you deeply. All right, I am going to dive into the next deck. Okay. And see what we can see. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being present here with me. There's been a lot of heavy transformative energy in my life as well right now. And there's so many beautiful, great things coming that I have in store for all of you, right? An even deeper way for us to connect into this loving energy, which is guiding us forth into 2024. And I just appreciate all of you being here with me and sharing into these intimate moments of my life. Wow, so we have 2 cards back to back. Why am I so tongue-tied today? There's something with the throat chakra in regards to this connection as well. Somebody has not spoken their truth, literally. So as truth and legal matters come out, like it's very truth, justice, there's like this Libra energy, right? This energy of like justice being served, the truth coming out, clarification and balance, right? And as these cards are coming out, like my throat chakra just feels like it's closing up. I'm just going to keep throwing out cards until I feel like stopping. Alright, I think we're done with those. I need to put the fan on because the energy is getting very, very hot in here. Sometimes that happens when you channel, like the energy just gets very... Wow. So yeah, the truth, whatever that truth is going to come out very soon. If you hear the whirring, that's my ceiling fan. We have truth and legal matters. There's some feeling of justice and vindication, right? We have social media, friends, unfinished business, text message, addictions, and proposal. So if your person hasn't came forward, you know, this connection is definitely not done. We have unfinished business, which came out right next to friends and text message, right? And social media, okay? So social media, friends, unfinished business, text message, okay? There's all this energy of wanting to reach out, of wanting to clear the air. Something needs to be said. The masculine, I think that's why I got this really strong feeling in my throat chakra. It's like with these 2 cards, something needs to be said and they know it and they can feel it. It's just about to do it, to clear the air. They're definitely watching your social media. They may see you going out with friends and they're wondering what it is that you're doing. I don't know how many times they wrote out a text message and deleted it, or went through your text messages and scrolled through, just as, you know, we're not perfect. I'm sure the feminine has done this as well. Going through each other's text messages, right? Not like from each other's phone, but I mean like looking through your phone, going through text messages that you might have sent to each other, messages, trying to find clues, trying to remember those feelings, right? There is an energy of addictions. So, you know, you or your person might have addictions with, like I said, food addictions, drinking, smoking, something along those lines, which could hinder this connection. Like maybe, you know, your person may at times hesitate to connect because maybe they are, you know, drinking or, you know, under some kind of substance, and they worry about what they'll say when they're under the influence of these things, right? They may have said hurtful things while under the influence of something, And so they hesitate to reach out because they're like, which is ironic because I feel like when they are under these influences of alcohol or drugs, um, they feel like they definitely need, there's this like incessant need to reach out, right? You know, it's almost like a liquid courage type thing, but they also might do these addictions to try to cope with the feeling of loss that they feel, um, since, you know, this connection is no longer, they can't feel the connection with you, right? Because you may have cut them off from your energy. Um, this person might, it might be something as mild as they tend to overeat when they're stressed or thinking of you, or the feminine could be the one that eats when she is thinking, or when she is feeling lonely or depressed or sort of in her feels. But, you know, it doesn't have to be the feminine, the masculine could as well. I feel like the masculine more is the one that will abuse substances like alcohol, or maybe, you know, marijuana, or, you know, some kind of psychedelic drugs, mushrooms or LSD or something along those lines. Or maybe even something as simple as smoking a cigarette, or I mean, it could even be something as simple as coffee. You don't know, right? That they use to sort of comfort themselves. We have proposal. So this person, it doesn't have to be a literal proposal, although in this card, this person is down on their knee. The masculine is, and the feminine is very, like, joyful. There is going to be, if it's not a literal proposal, like for some of you, it might be, if you're in this connection and there's not a separation, then your masculine has definitely thought about proposing to you, or that might be the next step, right? But with all the surrounding cards, it feels like, especially with this one, the unfinished business and the text message, right? And social media, it feels like there is a separation right now, okay? And that's what the energy feels like. But I feel like a proposal will be coming soon, whether that's like, for some of you, it's not going to be a literal proposal of marriage, right? For some of you, it might be. But what I'm feeling is there's going to be a proposal of some sort, as in this person is going to say, you know, through text message or through some type of message, right? Doesn't necessarily have to be a text. It could be a phone call, right? Or they might contact you on social media, right? Look, there's going to be some type of proposal. Hey, so can we talk? Can we discuss what happened, right? Because they do know and realize that they have hurt you in some way, shape, or form. Wow. Oh, man. What a beautiful fucking energy. So your person is just as awakened as you. They're just as spiritual as you. And it makes sense. If you're here, right, then you are obviously a spiritual awakened person, because you're on the same frequency as me, right? In order to be here, you have to be at the same vibrational frequency as me, or else you wouldn't have been able to find me. I wouldn't even have showed up in your reality, right? So if you're here, you're a match to this message and to my vibration. So we have kind, stars are aligned, awakened, closed heart chakra, and piercings, okay? So you may have felt like this person was not being kind to you, but the feeling that's coming off of this is this person didn't mean to come across as unkind, okay? What came out next with kind is the stars are aligned. So if you were extending a lot of kindness to this person and they were coming across as cold, again, it's because they had a closed heart chakra, okay? They are awakened as you are, okay? But just because someone is awakened doesn't mean that they have a open heart chakra. Now I feel like the feminine in this definitely had a more open heart chakra than the masculine. And what happened was they came across as very cold and unfeeling because, like I said, they had a closed heart chakra, and at times they didn't quite know how to respond to your kindness and your unconditional love. Because even though they may have never experienced it and you may have never experienced it, I feel like the feminine was more brave in this connection. And though she was just as afraid as the masculine, because her heart chakra was a little bit more open, she was more open to this connection. And the masculine felt that, and it may have unnerved him a bit. But the stars are aligned, meaning that this connection is not over. There's a sense of destiny and fate. And we also have piercings. So you might have piercings, or your person might have piercings, and that will be a confirmation, right? Could be something as simple as ear piercings, or, you know, even something as deep as nipple piercings, right? Or, you know, I guess as I don't know why I said deep, but like, you know, something as secretive or hidden as like, you know, a genital piercing, nipple piercings, lip piercings, eyebrow piercings. There's so many piercings you can, you know, that we can talk about here. Nose pierces. Wow. We have sharing tales of love and romance, number 11. We also have the numbers 5, 2, and 6. So this is a deep spiritual connection. Take that how it resonates. Number 11 is also a twin flame number. Now, I'm not saying that this person is definitely for sure your twin flame. Only you will know that. I'm just giving you the energy that is coming out. This reading is going to be really long. We have 17, creative intimacy. So you guys have definitely shared some deep moments of exchange stories that you definitely got closer to this person than anyone ever has. I think that's why this connection scared them. They told you things that they hadn't told anyone, and you told them things. When you guys were intimate together, there was a sense of like adventure that both of you have never had with anyone else. But we have number 14, reaching outward, and with the card that says 5, and this being card number 5 as well, I feel like this person is going to reach out. See, we keep getting cards of reaching outward, right? And the feminine is just sitting in her feminine energy, right? She's okay with any outcome which happens. She's not stressed out about it. In fact, she is in this energy of oops, sorry about that. She's in this energy of rebuilding herself, creating, rediscovering, and recreating herself. There's been massive amounts of growth on both ends, right? So the masculine is wanting to take the easy way out with this, but there's no easy way out when it comes to approaching this feminine. And I think that's why it's so stressful for him, right? He knows he has to come with the fire. He has to come correct. He has to come like the masculine, or else she's not going to give in. So we have Kanaz and Gibo. So again, look, this masculine is starting to realize his personal power. He's starting to feel his personal power, right? And he needs to really feel into that to be able to approach this feminine. So he's really throwing himself into the work. So Kanaz is about torch, visions, revelations, creativity, and technical ability. So yeah, see, he's having these revelations about himself and about the connection and the steps that he feels he needs to take in order to step up to this energy of the divine masculine so that he can step into his full power and potential in order to approach this feminine in the way that he feels she needs to be approached. We have Gibo, which again is gift. We had gift earlier, right? Relationships, sacrifice, exchanges, contracts, and partnerships. I told you, he's thinking of a way to fix this partnership. He knows that whatever happens, though the feminine has definitely had her part in the breakdown of this, he knows deep in his heart that a lot of it fell on his shoulders because of his inability to open up to her. The inability to come with this cup. Wow. Okay, I am going to dive into this. So if you've made it this far, amazing and incredible, right? Because this is going to be definitely a long one. We are diving really deep into whoever this is for. Wow, heart chakra, unfurling back to love. So you have activated this male's heart chakra. We have number 5 again, which shows me, wow, gracious receptivity. Oh my gosh. Okay, the messages are going to come through really quickly. So number 5, heart chakra. We have 5 2 times, which shows me that the energy in this connection is definitely changing and shifting, okay? Their heart chakra is slowly opening up. Look, like this beautiful green dragonfly energy. You're both finding your way back to love. That is the purpose of this connection, is to realize you're whole without each other, but to realize that, you can come together and still remain whole, to not fall apart, maybe like you have in past connections, right? To lose yourself into someone. This is to show you that you can both deeply lose yourself in each other while still remaining true to who you both are at your core, right? You've changed them somehow, and they've changed you. We have heart chakra activations. We have gracious receptivity. It's number 28. 8 and 2 make 10. So this is a chance for a new beginning. Your feminine, look, she's receptive. She's receptive to this energy of you coming back into this connection. If you come correct, right? She's going to know if the energy is not correct because her third eye is open. Her heart is open, right? Right now, she's really busy going through these transformations. She's got butterflies and hummingbirds around her, which represent busyness and deep transformation. There's a lot of crown chakra activations, which are happening now for the feminines, also for the masculines, but more so for the feminines, because they are receiving messages for the new earth changes, which she's helping to bring in along with the masculines, right? And then we have earth star chakra initiation. So this is a huge shift of energy, which the feminine and the masculine in this connection are going through, right? Literally all the chakras are being activated, not by this connection, but separately. This is not a fly by the way average connection, right? This is a deeply protected, heavily guided cosmic connection of the soul. And both of you have reached this pinnacle point because you have done the spiritual work separately. Earth star chakra is number 1. The downloads in regards to this connection, and in regards to like the earth energy in general, are coming through in your dreams and also through meditative downloads. They're very important to this connection and also to your growth in general, so pay attention. Playfulness. We're going to end with the tarot to get some advice. So also, both of you are really heavy deep into healing some family issues. You guys have both probably cut off different family members, and it's a very lonely time. Both of you are feeling very much alone. You've probably done heavy purging and cut out lots of friends and family. When you reconnect, there will be a lot of playfulness and flirting. And both of you are very, very spiritual, right? This is a very deep spiritual connection with a lot of crown chakra activations before, during, and after this connection, right? I keep seeing this halo. This person at one time might have called you an angel, or they might have said something along the lines of, you are an angel, you are my angel, or you are an earth angel, or something like that. I keep hearing those words, and I keep seeing a halo, especially over the feminine, right? Right here. But the card also says your love life is influenced by your upbringing and your spiritual path. So, like I said, both of you don't want any type of like superficial connection, right? Both of you want the same thing, which is a deep spiritual soul connection. And so if you're thinking that they don't want what you want, then you're wrong. I can feel this energy of, see, King of Cups. He feels it just as much as you do, okay? You guys are both in the same energy of openness. The masculine took a little bit longer to get there because he wasn't sure if he was ready. And the feminine completely let go. And he felt that deep in his core. And it caused his heart chakra to open up. And then he decided he had to make the really hard decision to decide what it is that he needed, because his fear of losing her overtook him. He realized he had to make an offer or a proposal, or else he was going to lose this feminine, which he felt so deeply in his heart. Wow, yes, he's really, really missing you. We have the Six of Cups. Once the feminine energy completely let go of his energy, that was when it activated his heart chakra, and he felt deeply the love that she felt for him. And it sort of activated this feeling in him of wanting to come forth with love. Look. And now that he's ready, the feminine has already walked away. She's already started anew in her own life, right? But they have a chance to come together because they're both missing each other. And the masculine, look, we have the dog again. You guys are both loyal to each other, and you're both thinking of each other, and the masculine is thinking of you way more, but the feminine is definitely feeling the loss as well. Though she is at this point where she's let go of him and she's moving forward, okay? I think that's what scared the masculine into deciding he had to come forward and feel what was deeply resonating in his heart. But both of you had to let go of your past. You had to let go. Sorry about the background noise. You had to let go of the heartbreak. You had to let go of, what you felt was heartbreak in past relationships. You guys both had to put your past behind you. You took a lot of time out, both of you, to find yourselves, create spiritual enlightenment, right? You both had so many tower moments and so much pain to grow, and it was necessary. Because if you would have gotten together, right, at the time that you guys actually met, it wouldn't have worked out. The tower moments and the painful moments and the heartbreak that you both had to experience were necessary, because you wouldn't have appreciated the love that you guys share without those moments. Both of you have done so much shadow work. It's incredible. There's so much joy that comes from this connection, though, and the hard work is paying off. What is the final 3 cards of advice for this connection? Justice. Getting what you both deserve. The Emperor. Wow. Both of you are stepping into your personal power. And we have Justice. Getting the love that you deserve. And the World. Oh my God. Look at that. 3 major arcana. When you guys do inevitably come back together, it's going to be with both of you in your personal power. And the joy and the love that is going to be experienced from this connection, and from you guys coming together fully knowing what it is that you guys wanted, that you both chose to choose each other through a sense of love, not out of a sense of need or lack or, wanting something from the other, but because you chose love. You chose to deeply love yourself and to deeply love into this connection. After finding your personal power, after realizing what you deserve, you are going to get what you deserve, which is the world, which is this connection. Oh my goodness. I hope that you enjoyed this reading. Something resonated. I love you so fiercely.